There's numerous challenges that we go through as end users, especially on industrial gas turbines. There's some things that are within our control and then some things that are outside of our control. Outside of our control are service intervals that the OEM set, especially on the hot gas path. We have little to no control over that. Where we do have control as end users is our auxiliary systems. So air intake systems, our fuel gas quality, and of course our oil quality. We were looking at extending certain intervals on one of our OEM turbines, and they give very specific limitations and specs when we go buy these units, and we were falling outside some of those specifications. Some of the things that they have in place to get beyond the basic intervals is that we need to be within the specs. They'll take away certain things internally that we can extend, say on our hot gas path, but the things that are within our control, we have to meet their spec, and if we're not, they're not going to approve these extensions, especially when we have service agreements with them. So that's where DPT came into play, and we reached out to them the problem that we had. We were outside of some of our limitations on our skid. With the industrial side, these reservoirs are very big. We also evaluated changing the oil completely, but with a 5,000 liter sump, it's very expensive to us. It's a high maintenance cost, so we were looking for alternate options. The first steps was understanding what product we're using, where we're outside of our boundaries, how the turbine's operating. Another thing that came into play is undercooling on our oil. So we were running very hot. Quick breakdown of the oil. They were able to flag that immediately, and they made a recommended solution on one of the skids. So we evaluated that internally versus doing an oil change. We looked at some different other options, and that's where we ended up landing. Long term, it seemed like the best plan forward for our asset. The recommendation was to the SVR varnish control skid, what we installed with a kidney loop on the sump itself. Based on the analysis we did, as soon as we installed the sump, within 24 hours, the oil was cleaned up and within specification. So we knew right away that this was going to work, and it helped us extend our intervals on that specific asset. This would have been about 2 years ago now that we implemented it. So it's still in service. We're still maintaining it. Of course, we have had overhaul intervals, but we still have the original oil that was installed in these units. It's been about 6 years now. So to extend the life of a sump of 5,000 liters with 2 units is a huge cost savings for us on the maintenance side. From an end user perspective, and you're not alone in this. I think that's the message that I want to send out is we deal with a magnitude of issues on rotating machinery. Oil is one of them. There's suppliers out there and other end users to contact. So don't be afraid to reach out, to understand what others have gone through, what other companies can offer. There's usually multiple solutions to the problem that you're facing.